Ito po ang Trans Radio Broadcasting Corporation, Radyo Inquirer, 990 AM. Kasapi ng KBP. Naglilingkod, nagbabalita, may paninindigan. Radyo Inquirer, 990 AM.
Mga kabataan, power up your Saturday. Just do it! Makitrending, mag-shoutout, be connected. Nasa FB ka man o Twitter, Instagram o Google+, impossible is nothing. Dito, di ka na mahuhuli sa uso. We love it! Join ka na! Your potential is our passion. Be inspired. Be informed. Be involved. Be empowered. It's the real thing. Voice of the Youth Radio.
Voice of the Youth Radio.
Voice of the Youth Radio.
Makinig sa Voice of the Youth Radio. Sa Radio Inquirer 990 AM. Saturdays 3 PM. Think differently.
I-like mo na. I-share mo pa.
Voice of the Youth Radio. Sigaw na!
Voice of the Youth Network. Informing, inspiring, involving and empowering the Filipino youth worldwide.
Initiating startup sequence.
Minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Can you hear it? Can you feel it? Voice of the Youth Radio is back.
Voice of the Youth.
VOTY Network brings you once more Voice of the Youth Radio.
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 Now on its 10th year.
Even louder and more powerful. Via Inquirer Radio.
Voice of the Youth Radio.
It's the newest and most trending show on radio. Know the latest in technology. Engage in the most awesome advocacies. And meet the coolest young Pinoys. Power up and share your voice. Hashtag VOTY Radio. Every Saturdays 3 PM on Radio Inquirer 990 AM. Voice of the Youth Radio. Sigaw na!
Filipino youth never cease to amaze and inspire the people around them. Their high energy levels and positive attitude continue to spread through various initiatives that promote self-improvement that will in turn improve the society they are living in. They promote the spirit of volunteerism and receive a great deal of satisfaction from their selfless endeavors. We are the power. We are the voice of the youth. Welcome to Voice of the Youth Radio.
Great afternoon! Magandang hapon sa inyo mga kabataang Pilipino. Ito po ang inyong voice master ng Pilipinas. Walang iba kundi si Pucholo Gonzales. At isa na namang masaya, kapanapanabik, inspiring, informing, and involving, and empowering na hapon ang ating abangan ngayon sa loob ng 1.5 oras. Alright, so syempre, hindi makukumpleto ang programang ito kung wala ang ating mga magagaling at nagagandahan tinig ng mga co-host.
Okay. Ayan, na-miss nyo ba ako mga katinig? Ako muli si Dan Capuchon from the Voice of the Youth Radio, ang president ng Student Voice Artist Society. Ayan mga katinig, magkakasama-sama na naman tayo. At etong hapon na to, marami tayong guests. Ako, sir, mga kasama ko dito, kamusta naman kayo dyan?
Hello!
Hi!
Hi, ako let's see Marie from the Voice of the Youth Radio. Ako yung marketing head ng Voice of the Youth Radio.
Okay, sino bang kasama natin dyan?
Hello mga katinig, nandito na naman ako si Adrian Santovalia from Voice of the Youth Radio, Head of Membership Committee. Kaya sa mga gustong sumali, huwag nang patupik-tumpik, sali na.
Siyempre ang ating youthcaster dito.
Yes, good afternoon. Si Garb Quevedo po ulit. And yes, na-miss namin kayo last week.
Oo naman. Medyo busy talaga tayo ngayon.
Busy kayong lahat na nag-cover ng mga events.
Sunod-sunod na ngayon, Ate Garv. And sa lahat pa ng gusto makipag-partner sa amin, welcome na welcome po kayo sa
alam mo,
Radio.
We've been broadcasting, this is our 7th episode, right?
Yes, sir.
So, sobrang dami na nating mga na-involved na mga kabataan, mga organization na talagang sa wakas, naririnig na rin yung mga ginagawa nila sa buong Pilipinas at sa buong mundo. Hindi lang yung sila-sila yung nagkakaalaman ng programa nila. And I would like to thank our partners, no? Kasi we serve as their youth media partner na. And sobrang galing ng kabataan ngayon dahil sobrang daming mga nangyayari.
Yes, sir. Sobrang.
Mula Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao.
Tama yun,
And for today, we're going to talk about being unique.
Being unique.
Yan, sa mga kabataan. The uniqueness and being different of our Filipino youth.
Yeah.
Ano nga ba ang kabataan ngayon? Anong klaseng kabataan ba ang kumbaga pinagkaiba ng kabataan noon at kabataan sa kasalukuyan?
Tama.
Ayan. So, Garb, siguro bago ang lahat, nais kong paalam muna natin sa kanila kung ano yung mga latest news para sa mga kabataan. Okay, and here we go for the news for the youth.
This is Voti Radio's News for the Youth.
All right, so the Youth Business Forum Ignite, Unleashing the Youth's Potentials, is happening today, September 28, 2013, at St. Paul's University in Manila. The first ever HR Youth Convention is brought to you by the HR class of UP Manila's Behavioral Sciences class of 2015. The convention will cover various topics that are relevant to the youth and the young professionals, such as landing your dream job and getting paid for it, and paying it forward, outreach, and unleash. Also, Rappler's Social Good Summit was successfully held at the Asian Institute of Management last September 21, 2013. The event was entitled PH Plus Social Good, the 2013 Social Good Summit. Social Good Summit is an annual and global event that gathers people to discuss how technology and social media can be utilized for social good. The aim of Rappler in establishing the 2013 summit is to take the social good conversation one step further by providing concrete next action steps towards addressing a key issue in the Philippines that we currently face: disaster risk reduction and response. At 9 a.m., various people, youth, student leaders, and advocates filled the said venue. At this year's Social Good Summit, Rappler was prosperous in taking the initiative to bring together the various government, private sector, and citizens to help in generating possible solutions to the problem that Filipinos are currently facing. The said event was hosted by Ms. Pat Evangelista, a debater, TV show host, columnist, segment producer, product endorser, and leader, and Mr. Casey Montero, Filipino-American radio DJ, MTV VJ, and TV host. The summit was made more interesting because of the presence of inspiring guest speakers like the following: Toshihiro Tanaka, UNDP Philippines Country Director; Maria Ressa, CEO of Rappler; Secretary Lucille Sering of Climate Change Commission; Senator Lauren Legarda; Andrew McGlinchey of Google; Patrick Mayer of Digital Humanitarians; Celso Caballero of Weather Philippines; Attorney Maria Jane Paredes of Smart; Bong Esguerra of Globe; Governor Joey Salceda; Aileen Apollo of Google; Richard Gordon of Red Cross. The summit highlights the use of technology in times of environmental crisis, like the destruction brought about by Typhoon Ondoy, which became the turning point for most of Filipinos. But Other matters discussed were about climate change, global warming, mapping disasters and crisis, preparedness and response, and crisis management and tools for volunteers. The Social Good Summit was made possible through the partnership of Rappler and Google. The event was sponsored by Globe and Champion with the special participation of Aboitiz Equity Ventures. The event ended with a live performance from Up Dharma Down, a known OPM band in the Philippines. And also last week was the Global Youth Summit. In order to uplift and activate the spirit of the youth towards leadership and global-mindedness, a one-day summit was held at the SM North EDSA Sky Dome last September 21. With its theme, Breaking the Box, the third Global Youth Summit inspired 1,000 local youth leaders from different universities around the country, as well as international ones with their workshops, talks, and case challenges that would help them create a positive impact to the world. During the program proper, the youth leaders were exposed to different blocks for them to have an organized pattern of interactions such as the World to Youth, Youth to Youth, and the Youth to the World block. The Global Youth Summit is an annual event facilitated by the International Association of Students in Economic and Commercial Sciences, or ISEC, with the aid of SM Supermalls, SM Cares, Global Peace Festival, GDYC, National Youth Commission, and the Commission on Higher Education. The delegates were given a case challenge about education, environment, volunteerism, livelihood and technology, and social entrepreneurship to come up with a creative idea which can be implemented by their respective case sponsors. So this has been Garv Quevedo again for Voice News for the Youth for Voice of the Youth Radio.
News for the Youth. As a youth, do you know your purpose?
Ngayon ang panahon para tayo'y makisangkot at makialam.
Iba na lang. Malilate ako sa part-time job ko.
Like I care. Tara na nga, girls. Ay, alam ko yan. Yun ba yung K-pop?
Oo nga, no? Ano nga kayang magagawa ko?
This is your time to make a move and be involved. How about you? What do you think?
Okay, welcome to What Do You Think? Ayan, ano bang iniisip ngayon ng mga kabataan? Tulad ng sinabi ko kanina, ano nga ba ang kabataan ngayon? Anong uniqueness sa kanila? Ano yung mga difference between the young people today and in the past? Okay, so Miss Garv?
Yes, we have a special guest today.
Guest co-host also?
Yes, he will also be our guest co-host. The author of Unique Youth. He's a speaker as well as an entrepreneur, Mr. Jason Law.
Thank you,
Welcome
Garv.
to Voice of the Youth Radio.
Good afternoon. Thank you.
All right.
Welcome to all the listeners.
So,
daming tao.
Right. Well, tell us about your book, Unique.
Yeah, it was
It's
actually
really unique.
Nilaunch ko siya 2 weeks ago sa SMX, and it's part of a series. The first one is called Unique. Understanding Others by Understanding You. So this is the youth edition. So Unique Youth, how to be liked by people who are unlike you.
Oh. Ano yun sa Tagalog?
Paano ka,
Sir Jason.
Ano yun? Paano ka magugustuhan ng tao
ayaw sa'yo?
na ayaw sa'yo?
Kasi
Parang
yung
ganun.
ginawa nga namin yung tagline
na hindi mo kapareho.
Right. Ang daming revisions yan kasi yung mga kabataan, medyo hindi pa nila masyadong na-appreciate yung naiintindihan nila ibang tao, pero mas na-appreciate nila yung how to be liked and how to yung paano ma-like ng alam mo sa Facebook, 'di ba? Yan ang ano natin
Ma-like ka.
Yes.
Okay, tama. Before we talk about your book, Sir Jason, Kuya Jason na lang, pwede ba?
Oo nga.
Kahit mas matanda yata ako sa'yo. Hindi kasi tawagan talaga namin dito, Kuya. Parang mga housemates.
Kuya Choi.
Ano po yung Kuya? Pumunta kayo sa confession room ngayon. So, sino ba si Jason Law? Ano bang meron sa kanya at siya ay naging isang motivational speaker, writer, and let's talk about your life, sir, Kuya.
Yeah. Ang motivational speaker kasi hindi ka makakapag-motivate ng tao kung hindi mo sinishare yung mga weaknesses, yung mga kapalpakan mo sa buhay, failures. And medyo marami ako noon, no? I became a speaker by accident, and through God's grace, at an early age of 22, I earned my first million already.
Wow.
Wow.
And at the age of 23, I started several small businesses. And I thought I knew the definition of success. And ang nangyari sa akin at the age of 30, when I got married at 25, pagdating ko ng 30, doon nawala lahat. We lost everything. We lost almost 10 million with some partners. We had a restaurant business. And we incurred a 2.5 million debt.
Wow.
Ang galing lang kasi nung December 2010, I shared this in my talks. I had a talk in front of 300 people and I told them meron akong 8 credit card, lahat may utang. Pero nabayaran na namin each one and isa na lang yung natitira. Kinuha ko yung card, tapos kumuha ko ng pair of scissors and I told everyone, this is what you call plastic surgery. So paggupit ko nung card, sumigaw ako, freedom! Kasi mga tao nakatingin sa akin, sabi ko, wala akong pakialam kung feeling nyo corny ako, no? But I'm a big fan of Braveheart. Sigaw ako ulit, freedom! And mukhang marami sa kanila, may utang din. So it's a testimony that if I can get out of debt, then anyone can.
Wow.
So parang ang sinasabi mo dito, kuya, na huwag tayong mag-credit card.
Alam nyo kung pwede lang ang hindi, no? Ano naman ang credit card eh? Parang amoral yan eh. Magagamit sa mabuti or sa pag-aabuso.
Yun lang.
So,
Depende kung sinong gumagamit.
Right,
Tama.
right. Tama.
So, sa nakita nyo, ilang taon na itong libro mo na unique?
Itong unique naman, about people to eh. It's about the 4 different personalities.
Nakita ko may manok.
Isang siyang manok.
Isang baboy ba yan?
Hindi.
Karabaw.
Kalabaw.
Isang kalabaw. Maganda, lagyan natin mga boses yan.
Pwedeng i-project yan
Pwede. So, ano yung representation ng mga animals na to, kuya?
Ang disc kasi, Kuya Choi.
Ayan.
Yeah. Sabihin ko dapat tito. Hindi, kuya na lang.
Ay, kung gusto mo, lolo na lang. Hindi si Lolo Tasyo.
Pwede. Tinuturo ko siya for more than 10 years already. And the material came from the West, States and Singapore. And it's about the disc profiles. So, DISC stands for dominant, influential, steady. Pinalitan ko yung consensus, no? Mahirap kasi i-pronounce eh. Corrective ang ginawa ko.
Okay.
So, what I did last year, I wrote a book. After teaching it for 13 years, I decided to write a book. And ang ginawa ko, kinontextualize ko siya for a Filipino setting. So, naka-contextualize siya. Ang ginamit ko to represent each one of the personalities are animals well known in the Philippines. So, yung dominant, ang nagre-represent dyan, yung eagle. So, dominant eagle, kasi yung Philippine eagle. Yung chicken, it's a rooster. Although, ang rooster, syempre, male chicken yan. Pero dito, applicable for both male and female. So, rooster, influential rooster. The carabao naman is the steady. And the fourth one, akala ng iba unggoy, no? Pag nakita yung picture, it's a tarsier. So, yun yung 4
ano
na personalities.
yung tarsier sa Tagalog? Kuya.
Ako,
ano? Buot.
Ay, talaga?
Yan. O, kita mo ako nagsabi sa Buot yan.
Spelling.
B-O-O-T.
Buot. Totoo yan, ha? Wow.
Pinag-aralan ko yan, naalala ko pa yan.
Galing.
Sige.
Buot. Yan, ha? May natutuwang kasahan ko yan.
Oo nga.
Ako din.
Tandaan nyo, ang
Magagamit
tarsier
ko
sa
to.
Tagalog, buot. Kasi tukso ko yan sa klase kong malaking mata. So, ano po bang makukuha dito na mga aral, no, sa buhay ng mga tao, particular yung mga kabataan?
Iba-iba kasi tayo, no? Ang primary message ko is to be yourself. If you want to be successful, you don't have to copy anyone else. You just have to be yourself. And yung book kasi, for yung first and itong youth edition, there's a test there na iti-take nila for 10 to 15 minutes. Malalaman nila kung alin sila dun sa 4. Tapos malalaman nila yung strengths and weaknesses nila, tsaka yung strengths and weaknesses ng ibang tao. So from there, they will know how to use the 3A model, which is to be aware, accept, and adapt.
Okay, ano yun ulit? May nga nagsusulat po kasi habang...
aware, accept,
and adapt.
Ano ba yung mga yan?
Bali, kung nalaman mo kung sino ka, no? For example, yung eagle. Pag nalaman mo yung strength ng eagle, malalaman mo kung paano siya gamitin and paano rin maiwasan yung mga weaknesses mo by seeking help dun sa ibang tao. So for example, gusto niyo ba isa-isayin natin?
Okay, okay. Sige. Ato Lesson 101, Unique by Jason Lo.
So, ang dominant, sila yung mga born leaders. Sila yung medyo malakas ang dating. Okay, in English, malakas ang arrive. So, they make things happen. Hindi sila natatakot sa task, sa goal, sa mga challenges. In fact, they love challenges. And weakness naman nila, they're quite insensitive. Kasi task-oriented Gusto nila, diretsuhan, straight to the point. So, nakakasakit sila ng damdamin ng iba. Pero para sa kanila, trabaho lang yan. Unfortunately, hindi po pwede yung trabaho lang yan kahit nasa trabaho tayo. Kasi
hindi
meron pa rin
applicable sa
personal
Pilipinas.
aspects.
Yan, no?
Correct.
Lalo na sa mga Pilipino, masyadong maramdamin.
Ay, totoo yan.
Correct. Hindi nila ina-accept yung tinatawag na criticism.
Correct.
Kahit na ano pa yan.
Yeah, tama.
Constructive criticism.
Unfortunately.
Criticism pa rin sa kanila yan.
Correct. Nakakatawa nga Kuya Choy kasi naiilang ako, Kuya Choy.
Sige.
Nakakatawa. I did a talk 2 weeks ago. The head was an Australian. Small group, less than 10. We had a 1.5 day training for them. And sabi nung Australian, naliligaw daw sila sa fort. So they've been here for 3 months pa lang yata ng wife niya. Nagtanong sila for directions for different people. Mali-mali lahat yung directions. So sabi niya, why did they just told us that they don't know? They have to make something
with
up.
Australian accent yan, no?
With Australian accent. Hindi ko na gagaya. Ikaw yata yung expert dyan
Hello, good day. You want to die today?
Nobody wants to die today.
Mahirap maintindihan
Ano nangyari ko yan?
So, yun ang naging concern dahil sa kultura natin. We're a bit unconfrontative. Ayaw natin ng confrontation. And yun yung isang bagay na kailangan natin makita rin sa kultura kung paano. So, yun yung dominant. Strong personality, weakness, insensitive. Influential rooster naman, sila naman yung mga tao na life of the party. Yan yung pag-party, nakilala mo pa lang, 5 minutes pa lang, magkamag-anak na kayo, relatives na kayo in 5 minutes.
Sobrang close na kayo.
Parang ikaw yata yung influential rooster
Hindi naman.
Parang parot yun.
Ano lang yan siguro, depende kung sinong kaharap mo.
Right. May galing sa tao, masaya kasama, weakness.
Ito ba Kuya Jason yung mga charismatic?
In a way, yes, they are. Visionaries, magaling sa tao, pag mga hosting, yan ang mga nakaharap. Ang weakness naman, they lack focus. So, they would jump from one adventure to the next.
Tama. Isa akong rooster.
Kailangan nila ng help pagdating sa finishing kasi they're good starters. Very good starters.
So, well, tama. Pero ako rin, I finish naman.
Right.
Kahit pa paano.
Ano pala to, Kuya Choy, kasi hindi tayo exactly just one. May combination tayo.
Pwedeng i-combine yung mga animals.
Usually. For example, dominant influential ka or steady dominant.
Mas maganda na yun. Mas maganda, maraming combination.
Paano
kung lahat ikaw? Ikaw na.
Ang tawag doon, abnormal. Ano lang, usually dalawa.
Tawag dyan, beyond normal.
Beyond normal.
Tawag mutant.
pwede.
Multiple personalities na yun.
Right.
And the last one is?
Steady, the third one, yung Carabao naman. Sila naman yung medyo stable. Magaling sila sa routine tasks. Maasahan mo yan. And usually, ang mga Pinoy nasa 60% mga steady Carabaos. So, they are good with tasks, long-term relationships. Yung task nila, routine. Weakness, they conform. Ayaw nila ng confrontation. They're overly tolerant. Minsan, mahiyain, hindi nagsasalita. So, yun naman ng steady Carabao. And the last one is the corrective tarsier. Yan naman yung mga analytical. Pag pumasok yan sa isang room, nakikita nila hindi 2D, 3D ang nakikita.
Oh.
So, weakness, analysis, paralysis.
So, ibig sabihin, they depend their action according sa analysis nila.
Correct.
Parang pag-iisipan ko muna to bago ko gawin.
Yeah.
Tama ba to? Kailangan, kumbaga, sa negosyo, may feasibility study muna bago ko start yung business.
Si Dominant, bira kagad.
Ayun. Kumbaga sa gera, fire lang ng fire.
Fire ng fire.
Walang ready, aim, fire.
Si Corrective ang aim.
Napakaganda ng ating discussion at alam ko marami sa mga nakikinig sa atin ay nakaka-relate dun sa mga hayop na yon. Sa mga animals na ni-represent ni Kuya Jason. Anyway, Kuya Jason, babalikan ka namin dahil mamaya marami tayong mga bisita pa na pwede nating makasama at makakwentuhan. At syempre bago kong Ito, ang dami mga kabataan ngayon dito. Ilan ba tayo? Sige nga, sabihin nyo, hello! Ayan, kita nyo? Para tayong nasa isang TV show na naming nanunood. Makakasama natin ngayon ang isa sa mga partner ko na itong taong ito talagang busy, no? Napakarami niyang ginagawa ngayon. At bago yan, pakinggan muna natin may babati muna sa Voice of the Youth Radio.
Hi, this is Boy Abunda and you are listening to the Voice of the Youth Radio. Ikaw na.
Okay, mga katinig, we also have today the Assistant Chief of DepEd NCR and the Alternative Learning System Division, Dr. Feliciano Tronco.
Ayan. Hello, Doc. Magandang hapon po, Doc.
Magandang hapon din po at magandang hapon din po sa lahat.
Nasa ALS siya, no? ALS?
Yes po.
Actually, naging part po ako ng ALS. Tinuruan ko yung mga kasamahan natin dyan sa Bureau of Alternative Learning System ng voice acting, tsaka radio drama.
That's good.
Ayan, tsaka napakarami nating natutulungan, no? Lalo na sa buong Pilipinas, yung mga taong mga kabataan tsaka yung mga hindi nag-aaral ng karamihan po sa kanila
ay mga out of school
youth. Okay, sige Doc, ano po ba yung mga projects natin na kasalukuyang ginagawa?
Well, maraming salamat po sa pag-imbita po dito sa station po ninyo. Well, in reference to our programs, yung para sa mga kabataan na wala po sa formal na eskwelahan, ito nga po yung sinasabi po namin na we offer yung sinasabi namin na alternative learning system.
Okay.
Kung saan, kaya din nilang tapusin yung kanilang pag-aaral na kahit hindi sila pumasok sa loob ng eskwelahan, ng elementarya at secondary.
Marami pong hindi nakakaalam ng ALS, no? Kasi ako, ngayon ko lang nalaman yan, sa totoo lang Nung nagturo ako, nung kinuha ko. May ganun pala. At saka hanga-hanga ako sa mga guro natin na, by the way, mula October, kailan po ba ang National Teachers Day natin?
National Teachers Day natin ay September hanggang October 5
Ayun. Basta this week is a National Teachers Month.
Yes po.
Ayan. So sa mga kaibigan nating mga teachers, which I always teach and train how to take good care of their voices. Meron po kasi akong programa na Voice Care for Teachers. As you know, the teachers are using their voice almost 10 to 12 hours a day. Imagine mo yun. And wala pong programa pa yata yung DepEd and yung ating bureau na para how to take good care of their voices and may yung training how to use kumbaga their voice in effective teaching. And I have a program na tinutulungan ko po ang DepEd ngayon.
Salamat po.
And ano pa po ba yung karamihan sa mga project na ginagawa pa natin?
Well, ito nga tungkol sa alternative education, kung saan po tayong assistant chief sa National Capital Region ay bukod po yung yung traditional na ALS natin, na ito yung face-to-face na pag-aaral. So, pwede din po ito sa pamamagitan ng mga e-learning or sa computers.
E-learning. Ayan, mamaya siguro papakilala na rin natin yung isang kasamahan natin dyan na naka-partner. Actually, online. Just before this program, para po sa mga kaalaman ng mga nakikinig, nagkaroon po ng Memorandum of Agreement signing o MOA signing kanina dito sa Inquirer Radio. And to introduce our next guest, sige, Miss Garb, our youthcaster. Paki-introduce siya.
Next guest is the Chairman of the Board of International Center for Youth Development and founding developer of online public alternative learning system. Sorry.
Sige, ganito
creator of Utak Henyo
Ayan.
System. Alright, so
masyado marami itong ginagawa.
Dami. Busy siya. Mr. Peter Breboneria II.
Ayan.
Right?
Okay, hello po.
Hi, Peter.
Welcome.
Ayan.
Good afternoon po sa inyong lahat.
Lapit ka sa microphone.
Good afternoon po sa inyong lahat.
Ayan. Good afternoon.
Pwede ba kayong mag-say hi?
Say hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone. Okay.
Nag-hi na rin yung mga listeners natin.
Okay. Actually, it's really a pleasure na magkakasama po tayo ngayon. I'm so happy na kasama ko rin ang lahat ng majority ng board of directors. Kasama ko po sila dito, yung B4 communication natin. si Sofia,
Oh,
si
let's
Emily, our secretary.
let's give them the microphone.
Okay.
Yan. Lapit kayo. Hi lang kayo. Hi. Isa-isa. Saan si Sofia? Para marinig
she
ka.
is our Vice President for Communication.
Hi, I'm Sophia.
Hi, Sofia.
And our secretary.
Hi, I'm Emily.
And also our for finance, si Mr. Bernard Tamayo.
Hi, Bernard.
And we have Alex, Julius, and then John, our other board members.
Ayun. Okay. Sige, I'll say hi for them. Hi.
Hi.
So, Kuya Peter, ano ba tong programa nyo na pinagkakabalahan with our Department of Education?
Okay, actually first, bago ko yan sagutin, I want to thank first, gusto ko pong pasalamat sa suporta galing po sa Department of Education, National Capital Region. Lagi na po kami nagkakasama ni Dr. Tronco during their regional conference at nakita ko po yung suporta at sobrang bait ng DepEd NCR. And actually po, with regards to the program, meron po kaming program for out of school and also for the in-school youth. So, yung rule po ng International Center for Youth Development, kami po yung magsusupport po dun sa lahat ng mobile school sa buong Metro Manila. Kung makikita po natin, ito po yung online alternative learning system. So, for the past couple of years, ang nangyayari po, yung may isang mobile class, and then meron lang po mga modules. And then, usually, mga ilang oras lang nagmi-meet, o kaya minsan whole day lang. So, nakita ko yung sitwasyon ng alternative learning system. Especially po, nung pumunta ako ng Kamsur, nung nasa Kamsur ako, minsan napapansin ko mga 3 hours lang nagmi-meet yung mga estudyante. And then, nakapag-create po kami ng idea, why don't we put the modules online para maging...
Ibig sabihin mo ngayon, Kuya Peter, no, yung mga kabataan, mga estudyante, limitado na lang yung oras dahil sa dami nila, hinahati-hati sila, ganun ba yung gusto mo sabihin?
Yung ibig sabihin
yung
po,
oras
limited
nila.
yung time nila.
Sa
Kasi
school.
po yung iba nag-work, yung iba out of school.
Karamihan out of school.
So ngayon po, para maging mag-increase po yung educational opportunities po nila, yung lahat po ng modules ng alternative learning system po, nilagay po natin sa internet para maging accessible siya 24/7.
Wow.
At madagdagan po yung mga makakapag-graduate ng high school.
Kailangan may access sa internet.
Opo. Pwede rin silang pumunta sa mga computer shop.
Meron din ba kayo yung parang offline na tinatawag na CD-ROM?
Meron pong eskwela, yung Department of Education.
Ayun.
So,
napakaganda ng programa nyo. Kaya talagang maraming matututo mga kabataan at mga estudyante natin dahil sa programa nyong ito.
Actually po, this is a program of Department of Education Bureau of Alternative Learning System
na dinigitize
sinusuportahan lang po ng International Center for Youth Development.
Kuya Peter, this is official, no? So, after attending or after undergoing the schooling, kumbaga online, for example, they will get an equivalent, parang equivalency to, kunwari, high school graduate or grade school, may mga ganun po ba?
Opo. Actually, may sasabihin po dyan ng ating director. Merong accreditation exam.
Assistantship.
Opo. Assistantship.
Tama po yun, yung binabanggit po ninyo ito, na sa pamamagitan po ito yung online learning po ito, ang Department of Education ay nagbibigay po ng annual national equivalency examination. Para ito sa mga elementary and secondary level na nag-undergo po ng alternative learning system. Pag ito ay naipasapos nila ng elementary or secondary, considered na po sila na equivalent graduate po.
Good, very good.
Opo. And then aside from that, we also have this program, the first Philippines first online utak henyo program. So, ang maganda po dito, kasi diba, isa sa mga reason rin kung bakit nagda-drop out yung mga estudyante minsan kasi mahirap i-handle yung mga science class kasi maraming mga memorization. So, ang ginawa po ng ICYD ay gumawa po kami ng online learning din on how to memorize. Yung mga techniques kung paano mag-memorize using visual techniques.
Yan ang
kasi
problema ko. Never talaga ako nag-memorize ng bata.
Okay. Pag-aralan natin to, Kuya Choi. Baka may chance pa tayo.
Hindi ko kailangan eh.
So nakikita ko naman po, mukhang extraordinary yung memory nyo.
Oo nga. Anyway, ano pa ba yung mga next nating parating na project, Director?
Well,
with
so
with
far,
DepEd?
ito lang naman yung magiging culmination activity ng lahat na nag-aaral na out-of-school youth natin na kailangan ay kukuha ito ng accreditation equivalency test. Kailangan kuha ng accreditation equivalency test. At ito po, nationwide po ito. Sa Mindanao area, ito po ay gagawin sa October 6. It's a Sunday. And then it will be followed by mga Visayas region. Ito po yung 13, October 13. And then some other parts of Luzon will be 20. And then dito po sa buong National Capital Region, gawa po ng ating barangay elections ay ito pa ipopospone po natin ng November 10, 2013 din.
Yan. Yeah, Peter, anything that you want to share sa mga listeners natin?
Okay po. Meron pong launching po nung Philippines First Online Public High School or the Alternative Learning System at yung Online Utak Kenyo System sa January 18, 2013 po. And then, makakasama po natin dyan si Senator Bam Aquino. And then, mag-i-invite po tayo ng mga estudyante para mas
sa January pa to.
Sa January pa.
Saan po ito magaganap?
Sa Henry Lee Irwin Theater at Ateneo de Manila University.
Supported by Senator Bam Aquino.
Opo.
Alam mo si Senator Bam, yan talaga yung champion ng mga kabataan, no? Diyan sa Senado. Kasama rin sila TG Gingona. Yan sila Coco Pimentel din, dating mga National Youth Commissioners yung mga yan. So, Kuya Peter, let's talk about your organization, ICYD, right? Or
International Center for Youth Development.
Kailangan talaga International Center.
International Center.
Sa mga Pilipino, International Center for Youth Development, right?
Opo,
International Center for Youth Development. So
perfect.
What's this all about? Ay, Kuya Jason, you can participate, ha?
Yeah.
Ayan.
Okay. Actually po, ang isa po kasi sa mga dream ko for every Filipino na maging madali po yung education.
Ayun.
Sa bawat. Kasi if we're going to look at the statistics, we have more than 6 million out of school in the country.
God. Kaya,
so, ganun kadami. Kaya
grabe,
po,
no?
inuna po namin na tulungan yung mga out of school.
So, sa ikaunlad ng bayan,
Opo.
Edukasyon ang kailangan.
Opo. At ito rin po, sir, we have this vision to develop globally competent and God-fearing youth leader. Nakikita ko po kasi, marami sa ating mga Pilipino, mga matatalino. Ang problema, corruption. Saka yung character issue.
Yan rampant ngayon at sa lahat ng news ay nako, huwag na natin pag-usapan yan.
At ang maganda po dun sa online Utak Kenyo system, we're not only helping the youth to develop their cognitive skills, we also help them develop their character.
Which is very important, no? Nowadays kasi napapansin ko, especially sa mga TV shows, wala nang values-oriented children's TV show. Tama ba, Kuya Jason?
Right.
Puro informative, puro information. So, what can you say about that, Kuya Jason?
Kahit sa mga companies pag may mga discussions, yan lagi yung primary aim, which is values formation. Yan daw kasi yung naglalak sa mga companies ngayon. And sa mga students rin, maganda na mabago nga yung kanilang mindset pagdating sa success, character, that it's more important than our talent or competence.
Tama. So, what else, Kuya Peter?
Yun po, ang masasabi ko pa rin po, may dadagdag ko is the importance of character. It's not enough na maging matalino lang yung tao o kaya maging talented. We also have to give importance on yung magandang attitude, magandang pag-uugali.
Magandang puso.
Opo. Sabi nga na meron nga isang quotation, people doesn't care how much you know until they know how much you care.
Wow.
You achieve relationship, you achieve results, yung goals natin, yung dreams natin, na hindi natin nasisira yung family values.
Alam mo, kailangan, Kuya Jason, no, sa mga motivational speaking, yung ito, mga katulad ni Kuya Peter, no, na naririnig yung mga ganyan. Kasi, ay nako, alam nyo, nakakalungkot mga isipin, pero what's happening in the country, ang problema, dahil sa parang normal na yung kasamaan at mga corruption at mga negatibong pangyayari sa Pilipinas, nagiging normal na siya sa mga kabataan. So parang ang nangyayari, okay lang, wala na akong pakialam hanggat di ako apektado directly. Tama ba yan?
Tama.
So nagiging apathetic na sila. Yung apathy siguro yung papatay sa atin, no, bilang isang nation. at lalong-lalo na sa mga kabataan. Lalo na, ang mga estudyante ngayon, I think DepEd has a problem with how to deal with young people right now. Because, sabi ko nga, baka mas matalino pa ngayon yung bata sa mga teacher nila kasi sila updated, naka-online, at yung mga bagong teknolohiya, alam nila. Yung teacher, pag binigyan ka lang ng mga tinatawag na jargon ng technology, hindi alam ni ma'am. So, anong po ang mga plano ng DepEd sa mga ganitong bagay?
Well, ang mga teachers naman natin, parang to keep in step naman sa mga ating mga kabataan, ay sila din naman ay nabibigyan ng kahit papaano yung mga training tungkol sa technology Parang kasi isa po sa visions ng DepEd ay to integrate technology in education.
Ayun.
Ay hindi lang po para sa kabataan yan. Siyempre, kailangan din yung ating
Ang problema natin, Director, Blackboard nga, wala pa. Paano pang technology? Wala nga chok.
Yeah.
So anyway, I wish one day talagang lahat ng kabataan sa Pilipinas ay magkakaroon ng kumbaga koneksyon sa teknolohiya. So, Kuya Peter, any last word na pwede nating bago tayo magpatuloy?
Okay, sa akin po, ang last word ko siguro is to put God first in everything. Kasi sabi nga sa Matthew, seek first the kingdom of God and all these things shall be added unto you.
Amen. Tama. So, Director, alam ko meron pa yatang may activity pa yatang pupunta. Napaka-busy ni Director. Sana, by the way, I would like to take this opportunity na gawin ito pong programa natin, ang Voice of the Youth Radio, ay maging tinig din ng DepEd, especially ng ALS. Kung may mga programa po kayo, pwede nyo pong ipa-announce dito sa amin at napakarami rin pong kabataan na nakikinig right na mula Cebu, Davao, Dumaguete, Iloilo. Napakarami rin po nating members sa Voice of the Youth. Kung hindi nyo na itatanong. At andito po kami para tumulong, sir.
Maraming salamat.
Ayan, syempre, sa pakikipagtulungan sa ICYD, which is, balita ako, Kuya Peter, ginawa mo akong advisor. Ayan. And,
ICYD, one of the advisor po na.
And I'm glad to accept it. Maniwala ka sa hindi, ngayon lang kami nagkita personal ni Kuya Peter. Ang taga namin nag-uusap niyan sa online. And that's a good thing about technology. Mapapansin nyo, birds with the same feather are the same birds. And then, diba? So, talaga yung mga mabubuti hangarin para sa kapwa ay nagkakatagpo-tagpo. At importante, nagkakatulungan din, hindi nagko-kompetisyon.
Sir, may kasama tayo from JC's.
Hoy, may JC's. Asan na? Asan?
Yes.
Andito. Naku, hindi kita nakita, ma'am.
Kararating lang niya, Kuya Troy.
Ayan, kasama natin sa Junior Chamber International, which right now, I am the director, now I am the Vice President for Programs ng JCI Makati. And next 2 weeks from now, magkakaroon kami ng National Convention dyan sa Iloilo City. At magkita-kita tayo mga kaibigan nating Ilonggo. Ayan, yung mga mayaman daw yung mga taga Iloilo. Kasi yung kwarta daw, ginapiko, ginapala mga kwarta sa Iloilo. Ito ba yan? Anyway, let's welcome our guest from JCI. Sino po sila, Kuya Peter? Can you introduce her for us?
Yes, Kuya Troy.
Oh, yan.
Our recent just arrived guest is Attorney Magela Teresa El Gallevo Bambo. So she's the Executive Vice President, right?
Yes, ma'am. Of Perlas Pasay. JCI Perlas Pasay.
JCI.
Kasama mo pala sila Sarah at kasi
Yeah, they're I'm with them. So good afternoon everyone, and so sorry for being a late comer.
Papakain ka mamaya. Yan ang parusa ng mga nalilate. Nakikita mo, ang daming tao, pakakainin mo kami na.
Grand entrance ang tawag
yan. So, what's with you, Madam Attorney?
Yes, we actually tied up with Peter with ICYD as the official marketing arm of the Utakhenyo project, and we're going to, of course, with the JCI network, and hopefully Makati will also be joining us there. We're going to actually look for the LGUs na para ma-spread natin yung Utakhenyo program natin with the LGUs, and hopefully initially within Metro Manila first, but we're targeting the whole of the Philippines.
Wow.
So yes.
Kaya yan. Basta there's a lot of youth organization out there that can help yung program natin, that can duplicate and support yung program. We just have to reach them. No, katulad ng JCI. JCI has more than, I think, 2,000 chapters around the country. And balita ko mga 80,000 na yata ang membership sa buong Pilipinas. So, malaki.
Growing bigger pa.
Kami rin sa Makati. Ayan. Which, siguro, invite ko rin yung iba dito, no? Lalo na si Kuya Jason na maging part ng JCI Makati. Kasi may branding kami. Ang JCI Makati daw, bukod sa mabait, matalino, mga young professional, mga gwapo pa.
Ayun.
O, diba? Ang gwapo.
Kasama po dyan yung mapagbiro.
Pwede rin. Actually, daig ng bolero ang gwapo.
Good thing all girls kami, sir.
Ayun,
Hindi kita
at magaganda rin ang mga taga, Perlas Pasay.
Thank you.
Ano pang mga pwede nating i-share, attorney?
So right now we're asking the support of definitely Department of Education for this project, because this is going to be a very ang galing ng ng initiative ng ICYD.
Still asking? Wala na silang choice, nandito.
Yun na nga. Mandated actually ang Department of Education to support this kind of program, especially if it concerns the youth. Especially we all know that education is very vital to every human being, especially to every kid. Especially those na medyo alam natin na hikahos o wala masyadong kakayahang isuporta ang sarili nila. So we also thank Department of Education for that. Kesa naman alam natin kung saan mapapunta mga kabataan at iba't ibang klaseng bagay ang gawin na hindi maganda sa ating kinabukasan as a nation. So,
at naniniwala ako ang DepEd ang pinakamalaking sangay ng pamahalaan na nagkokonekta sa lahat ng mga bata at kabataan sa buong Pilipinas.
At kahit nagbabata.
kahit sa SK ngayon, ang SK ba tumutulong sa inyo? At you have tried reaching them out?
Yun yung namin, initial plan namin, SK, LGU and SK.
Pero sa ngayon, medyo ang SK ano bang naging desisyon ngayon sa Senado? Balita ko, postponement.
Postponed na, Kuya Choi. Until 2016.
So, magkakaroon ng vacuum. Ibig sabihin, walang leadership sa SK.
Wala po.
So, mahirap yan. Pero anyway, kaya nga nandito tayo mga kabataan na, kumbaga, feeling ko nga, mas marami pa tayong nagagawa sa kanila kaysa kahit may mga budget. Kasi pag sinabi SK daw, laging paliga, parang, miss, ganyan. Ang masama pa, nakakatuwa, may nagsumbong sa akin. Paano ko, naalala ko si dating Mayor Sherwin Gatchalian, ngayon congressman na. Sabi niya, paano ko tutulungan yung SK? Saan ka ba nakakita? Ano mapapala ng mga kabataan sa Miss Gay? Well, sabi ko, baka gusto nilang magparami at mag-enganyo. Pero kumbaga, with due respect sa ating mga kaibigan dyan, sana mas maging makabuluhan nga naman yung magiging programa nila, katulad ng ginagawa ng ICYD at ng JCI. No? So, anyway, Director, maraming salamat po.
Salamat din po.
Anything that you want to say?
Well, siguro may dagdag ko lang po siguro, mabanggit ko lang yung sinasabi po na attorney dito, na yung commitment po siguro ng DepEd, dahil napakaganda po itong initiative po ito, yung OTAK Pinoy Henyo po ito, no? In fact, I recommended already to Sir Peter ito na mag-a-assign po kami ng focal person kung sino po yung magiging in charge ito to make sure na talaga mag-trickle down the line itong initiative ganito, parang ma-reach natin yung sinasabi po natin na education for all, quality education for all.
Great. Anything, Kuya Peter?
Kasi po, tomorrow we have this international peace work for a walk for world peace. So this is an international program. We have people from different countries who's going to promote world
Anong
peace.
bansa sila galing?
South Korea, US, and some other countries. And we were chosen. I was one of the. I am one of the 10 who were chosen to.
Wow! Congratulations!
Be one of the peace leaders for the Philippines. So
takpakan natin.
It's all for God's glory.
Ayan. Napakarami pang programa na nangyayari sa Pilipinas na kailangan makarating sa mga karapat-dapat na kabataan na mag-engage o mag-participate sa mga particular programs. Ang problema kasi natin, Director, no? Marami po tayong programa na hindi nalalaman ng maraming tao at kabataan. Anyway, maraming salamat po, Director, and hope to see you soon.
Mabuhay po.
And alam ko magkikita pa po tayo.
Yes,
and our station and our actually program, especially Voice of the Youth Radio, is open for our bureau, especially the alternative learning system. Alright?
Maraming salamat.
God bless you, sir. Thank you very much. Ayan. So, tuloy-tuloy po tayo. Dito ka muna, Kuya Peter, ha? And we're going to talk more. Sige. Pero before that, let's listen to this.
What's up, y'all? My name is Apple the App, and listen to the Voice of the Youth Radio. Pakinggan niyo.
My name is Patrick Gabriel Gonzalez, and I'm the future president of the Philippines. I will inspire, inform, involve, and empower my fellow children, because one day I'm gonna lead the world. I'm gonna lead this country. If I'm the future leader of the Philippines, I still have hope for this country, and I believe that one day this country will become better for every Filipino, because right now I'm doing my part to become a responsible citizen. May God bless the Philippines. I'm not just the future, but I'm also the present. I believe that I can do a lot for this country, even if I'm just a child. By the way, I'm just 8 years old. What I do to make this country proud of me is to study hard and follow my parents. My name is Patrick Gabriel, and I'm rapping. Yo, what's up, my man?
You are now listening to the most trending show on radio. Where can you listen to the hottest and hippest news in town? Be inspired, involved, informed and empowered. This is Voice of the Youth Radio. So what are you waiting for? Let the voice of the youth be heard. Tune in at DZIQ Radio Inquirer, 9:90 AM, every Saturday, 3 to 4:30 PM, or visit us at www.voty.org. Tara! Masaya dito!
Hi, this is Boy Abunda, and you are listening to the Voice of the Youth Radio. Ikaw na.
Unrecognized, they never realize the words just paralyze you. Locked up in limitations, you close your eyes, push to compromise, fear just hypnotize you. But hope goes through, the truth uncovered, you're coming out with power. Rise up to let the world down, show to the world. Make a job and I'll be heard. Oh, I will stand up and shout it out. Voice be heard. Make it happen, desperation. Oh, I will. Open up to a clearer vision of what's inside. You come to realize the fire that's within you. Embrace your destination. Today we go tomorrow just behind. It's yesterday to guide you. So move ahead. Believe you can achieve. You have the power. Rise up to let the world go. Show to the world. Make a job and I'll be heard. Oh, I will stand up and shout it out. Voice be heard. Make it happen, desperation. Oh, I will. Come on, it's time. You can shout it out behind. Oh, our world. Stand up and shout it out. Let your voice be heard. Make it happen, this generation. Oh, our world. Rise up. Come together, show it to the world. Power. Stand up and shout it out. Let your voice be heard. Make it happen, do it now. Power. Rise up. Come together, show it to the world. Make a difference, recognize the new power. Stand up, shout it out. Let your voice be heard. Make it happen, do it now. New
What's up, y'all? My name is Apple the App, and listen to the Voice of the Youth Radio. Pakinggan niyo.
Hi, this is Boy Abunda, and you are listening to the Voice of the Youth Radio. Ikaw na.
Wala ba pananagutan ng
Hindi
bangko?
ba nahalata ng bangko yun? Teka muna, naglalagay sila ng 10 million.
Alam mo,
naglalagay ng...
ang corruption, hindi lamang, sorry po ang corruption, hindi lamang sa government sector, sa private sector din. Hindi mangyayari ang lahat ng yan. Again, I stress, hindi mangyayari ang lahat ng yan kung walang kasabwat sa iba't ibang ahensya.
Banger story. Banger story.
Sa klapan nito, may mga reports nang natatanggap si Mayor Alvin Claim ako. May mga insidente na ng violence against women. Tumamunta kayo dyan para magsagawa ng peace rally nang hindi kayo payagang magsagawa ng peace rally. Taas yung mga bandera ninyo sa sentro ng Zamboanga City. South Ginoo kayo talaga, sakit ng ulo kayo.
Sinong gabandaw ni Mr. Politician agad ang isa? Hindi gumanti itong isa. May kalakihan yung isa. Nagkarambola yung dalawa ngayon. Wala palang sintron yung isa. Yung malaking mama. Napitik ngayon yung clip ng kanyang
Suspender.
Doon nila na-discover. Si Mr. Broadcaster pala hindi nag-brief.
Good morning, Inquirer.
Biruin mo, 10 billion. At least ngayon yung mga senador natin willing silang i-give up yung kanilang mga pork barrel.
Palagay ko mas mahirap sa mga congressman. Kasi medyo paiyakan doon. Local.
Mas maraming lumalapit
sila, di ba?
Maraming lumalapit sa kanila.
Basta kalubog sila doon sa lusak ng sistema ng pork barrel.
Compadres.
Amin pong hihimayin, bibigayin, sasalansanin ang lahat ng mga naglalakihang balitang yan para naman inyong mas malaman, matukoy, mapag-isa-isa, maunawaan ang lahat ng mga nangyayari sa loob at labas ng ating bansa para hindi kayo nawawala sa uso.
Ako po si Jake Mandarazo.
At ako po si Arlene de la Cruz.
Dan Macaranas po. Ako pa rin po si Jay Dones.
Ito po si Chito de la Vega. At ako naman po si Alvin Barcelon.
Dito pa rin po sa DZIQ Radio Inquirer 990 AM.
Radyo Inquirer 990 AM.
Philippine Standard Time, 2 minutes after 4 in the afternoon.
Time check brought to you by Tanduay Rum. Walang kapantay.
Here is the news for this hour. Following rollback of Flying V, 2 more oil companies will cut down prices of their fuel products. Effective 12:01 a.m. later, Petron will implement 50 centavos price rollback per liter for turbo diesel and Diesel Max, while price per liter for kerosene will go down by 60 centavos. Similarly, Sea Oil will reduce the prices of Exceed diesel by 50 centavos per liter and of kerosene by 60 centavos per liter. The oil firms cite the changes in world market for the price adjustment. Meanwhile, the UN Security Council unanimously voted to secure and destroy Syria's chemical weapons. The vote was made 2 weeks after intense negotiations and was marked as a major breakthrough in the more than 2-year Syrian conflict. Immediately after the vote, UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon told the Council that the historic resolution is the first hopeful news on Syria in a long time. But Ban insisted that eliminating chemical weapons from the Syrian conflict is not a license to kill with conventional weapons. This will allow the start of a mission to rid Syria's regime of its estimated 1,000-ton chemical arsenal by mid-2014, significantly accelerating a destruction timetable that often takes years to complete. That's the latest news for this hour. For more news updates, please follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Our account is RadyoInquirer990@yahoo.com or visit www.dziq.am for our live video streaming. This is Racy Amado for Radio Inquirer 990 AM.
Ito po ang Trans Radio Broadcasting Corporation, Radyo Inquirer 990 AM. Kasapi ng KBP. Naglilingkod, nagbabalita, may paninindigan. Radyo Inquirer 990 AM.
Okay, nagbabalik po tayo dito sa ating programa. Ayan, Diyos ko mga katinig, napakarami nating mga guests talaga ngayon and hindi basta-basta ang mga guests natin ngayon. And syempre nandito ako, nagbabalik si Dan Capucian, ang President ng Student Voice Artist Society. And mga katinig, para lang po sa inyong kaalaman, galing po kami sa isang event kani-kanina lamang sa St. Paul University. Kaya muntika na talagang malate kanina. Nako, humahangos talaga kami. Kasama ko si katinig na Adrian. So, ano nga ba tong event na pinuntahan namin? Itong isa tong youth forum. Like, ayan. So, ang title nito, ang tawag dito is Ignite, Unleashing the Youth's Potential. Ayan. So, katinig na Adrian, nasang mic ka ba? Mic 1. Mic 2. Okay. Ayan. So, lapit-lapit ka sa mic. Okay. Discuss natin yung pinuntahan natin kanina.
Okay. So,
sige, lapit ka sa mic.
So, anong nangyari sa Ignite is, this is a youth business forum na ginawa ng mga behavioral science students of UP Manila.
Mm-hmm.
So, ang goal nila dito is to prepare the students for their future, for them to become future employees, and for them to prepare for entering job fairs pag graduate nila. So yun.
And actually, kung mga katinig, hinahanap nyo yung ating co-anchor dito na si Sexy Jexy.
Yes.
Nandun pa siya ngayon.
Nandun pa sila ngayon. Silang dalawa ni Rosie.
Ni Rosie.
So, busy sila. Nagko-cover ng event doon.
Sila ng event.
So, kami muna ni Dan ngayon ng
Actually, Adrian, meron akong natandaan doon. And gusto ko yung talk ni Mr. ni Kuya Harvard. Naks, pangalan Harvard.
Kuya Harvard.
Si Kuya Harvard de Baron. Natatandaan mo ba siya? Kasi
yes, yung
saktong-sakto yung
diniscuss
niya. Oo, saktong-sakto yung diniscuss niya, which is volunteerism, which is ginagawa natin ngayon.
Yes, and mahalaga mahalaga yung especially tinakal niya na maraming tao yung sumasali, nagvo-volunteer nga pero hindi wholeheartedly. Sabi niya nga dapat when you became volunteer, dapat yun talaga yung gusto mo. You volunteer, you want to help, not just joining because may makukuha kang benefit from being part of that organization.
Actually, sabi nga niya, meron siyang quotable quote na iniwan.
Ano yun?
Nag-notes kasi ako habang medyo magulo lang kaya hindi ko mabasa ngayon. Pero sabi niya, volunteer don't get paid. Not because they are worthless, but because they are priceless. Diba? Maganda yon. And dito sa mga event nga na pinupuntahan namin ni Adrian is, hindi lang ng Adrian but ng buong Voti Radio Gang, is marami kami talagang natututunan sa...
At saka Dan, yan ang maganda sa Voice of the Youth Radio. Nagkakaroon ng chance yung mga sumasali na malaman yung mga events na nangyayari sa iba't ibang universities. And ang dami mong matutunan from the experiences, from the talks of great people.
Kasi iba't ibang tao yung mamimit mo dito. Hindi lang yung mga speakers, kahit yung katabi mo. Kasi diba, pag mga ganyan na seminar, kadalasan patatayuin yan. Tapos pahawakin sa kaliwa. Sabihin mo sa katabi mo, ang ganda-ganda mo.
Kamusta ka ba?
Diba? At least doon na i-develop and nagkakaroon ka ng bagong kaibigan.
Saka yun yung maganda dapat na ma-experience sa mga youth ngayon. Hindi yung sa bahay lang, Facebook, like lang, selfie lang. Alam mo yung yung dapat sa generation natin ngayon, instead na gawin nyo yung mga ganong bagay, punta kayo sa mga iba't ibang existing events.
Kasi marami talaga. And libre naman, may mga libre tayo dyan. And
andyan naman ang NYC na nagbibigay ng iba't ibang chance sa mga youth para ma-experience yung ano.
And kung talagang medyo nahihiya pa talaga kayo na pumunta, lumapit kayo sa Voti Radio. Dahil dito, naghahanap kami ng mga volunteer reporters. Actually, batiin lang natin yung mga
nasa labas, mga
volunteer natin dyan sa labas.
Volunteer reporters, ang dami po nila sa labas.
Kung naririnig nyo kami, kaway kayo dito sa may bintana. Kung hindi, dyan lang kayo.
Chillax lang kayo dyan.
Chillax lang kayo. Actually, last, Thursday, nagkaroon tayo ng workshop para sa pagiging
first ever workshop natin para sa mga new reporters ng Voti Radio.
Kaya kung ako sa'yo, ikaw na nakikinig dyan sa bahay na nagdodota o nagsiselfie lamang, pumunta ka na dito dahil dito masaya.
Now na!
Ayun. Ayan. Nagagaya na kay Sir Choi sa mga boses na ginagawa. Okay.
So pala doon yung sa Ignite, iba't ibang schools din yung nag-participate like De La Salle University, meron tayong UST, College of La Salle St. Benilde, Lyceum of the Philippines, and Santa Isabel College na talagang
active.
Ignite sa sa pakikinig sa mga nangyayari dun sa event.
Oo, kasi ang alam ko hindi tayo naka-attend kasi kailangan na nating mag-air is si Sir Lloyd Luna na. Si Sir Lloyd Luna na yung kasunod na mag-speak.
Ayun.
So hindi naman sa iniwan, sir, pero kailangan lang talaga ay mag-air.
Hindi namin nakita kung gaano kagaling si Sir Lloyd Luna mag-speak.
Next time, marami pa tayong makikitang ganyan.
Pero sila Jexy, for sure, dating sila dito ng Ignite.
Kasi tatapusin talaga
nila yung event.
Oo. And another one is meron tayo nga palang nagaganap na event ngayon sa National Press Club Intramuros, which is project dito ng JCI Makati. Si Sir RJ Garcia ang namumuno dito. Ang proyektong ito is namimigay sila ng mga apples and nag-storytell din sila sa mga bata na merong liver cancer. So ito yung ilan lang sa mga programa na talaga namang nakakatulong sa ating mga kapwa. And alam mo yun, imbis na kung ano-ano yung gawin mo sa bahay, sumama ka sa mga ganitong proyekto kasi hindi ka lang nakakatulong, nagkakaroon ka pa ng experience and nalalaman mo kung ano yung hinanaing and ano yung pangangailangan ng ibang tao na nasa labas ng bahay ninyo. Okay.
Ayun, wait Dan. Sige. Kasama rin pala natin si ating reporter Marie Uy na umattend din ng Ignite event. So, Marie Uy, ano bang masasabi mo sa Ignite?
Marie Uy.
Ano yung natutunan mo?
Well, actually, ang dami. Well, ang pinaka na-inspire, one of the most inspiring was the last speaker bago mag-lunch break.
Tama.
Yung si Miss...
Kasi ako
si Miss Jolene Pamatmat.
Yeah, okay.
Sobrang inspirational niya magsalita and talagang kinoconnect niya yung ang tawag dito?
Talk niya kay God.
Talk niya about kay God.
Tungkol saan nga ba yung talk niya, Marie Uy?
Inspiration.
Divine inspiration.
Being inspired while staying being close with God.
Yes.
Okay, ayan. So, ayan sa mga katinig natin nakikinig muli, yun po ang Ignite, Unleashing the Youth's Potential.
Yes.
Dahil dyan, nandito muli ang ating mga kasama galing sa iba't ibang sektor ng lipunan. Wow, napakabigat, napakalalim, Pilipino. Ayan, so katulad nga po na naririnig natin kanina is nagdi-discuss sila ng katulad ni Sir Jason na merong napakagandang libro na sana magkaroon tayo. Joke!
Sana magkaroon ng kopya. Joke lang.
Tagi-isa tayo.
So Sir Jason.
Available na siya. Making available din.
Actually, habang nagdi-discuss sila kanina, medyo babasa-basa ko na yun.
Diba? Sumisimple
akong basahin yung libro. Kasi interesting talaga yung mga manok-manok tsaka mga cow-cow. Tarsier, diba?
Tsaka dapat dun mag-invest yung mga youth. Ngayon, kung ano yung mga binabasa dyan.
Kasi alam ko uso ngayon K-pop eh.
Oo, yung mga Chinese na.
Chinese.
Ayun, dapat magbasa ng mga makabuluhang mga libro.
Katulad na nga lang nitong Unique. Ayan. Sir Jason, pwede bang...
Sige pa.
Total, si Sir Pocholo yung kausap mo kanina. Pwede bang kami naman yung bahagihan mo na?
Kami naman yung sure.
Something dun sa loob ng libro mo. Ayan.
Yan ang natin, matututunan natin kay Dan pagdating sa... pagpaparinig. Sabi nga nila, tinuturo ko to sa mga youth eh. Kailangan maging makapal yung mukha natin if you wanna be successful.
Tama yan.
Tama yan.
Mabuhay ang mga kapal ng mukha.
Kasi daw yung kapal ng mukha, bumababa daw yan sa bulsa. Kaya kumakapal yung bulsa.
Maganda yan. Actually sir, kung hindi nyo lang po matatanong, naandito po ako dahil sa kapal ng mukha. Totoo po yun kasi nung minsan pong nag-talk si Sir Pocholo sa PUP, sa school namin. Nag-share lang po ako. Kasi po, nag-talk po siya and nagpatawag po siya ng makakapal ng mukha sa stage na mag-sample ng mga boses nila kung anong kaya nilang gawin.
Galing.
And gagawin po nilang scholar.
Galing.
So ako naman po itong si makapal ng mukha. So pumunta po ako sa stage and ngayon nandito na ako sa radyo nagsasalita.
Yes! Inspired.
Actually, tama ka, kaya nga hindi kita tinanong eh. Kasi nakikita ko na, talented ka.
Buti na lang nasa radyo tayo, sir.
Hindi ka pal, talented.
Yes, sir. So, yun na nga po, sir. Ano po yung mga iba pang tips?
Ano kasi ako na I speak professionally. Usually, I speak for companies, corporations, SMEs. I'm also an SME, small, medium enterprise businessman. And I do talks for schools, for the youth as a ministry, in a sense. Nagkakataon kasi, just like last week, I did several talks eh. Nagkataon lang na sunod-sunod. I did a talk for UST, almost 1,000 marketing students. I did a talk in Southern Luzon with 10 schools. It was hosted by Lasal Lipa. So, ano yun? Sa SM Lipa namin ginawa, sa cinema. Tapos a talk in San Beda. So, yun naman, entrepreneurship.
Okay.
I forgot the other one eh. May isa pa, no? Yung importante kasi, like what Kuya Peter, said a while ago, it's really about values. And in a way, I tell them that having that I don't want to be pious or religious, pero kailangan talaga may relationship tayo sa Diyos.
Tama yan.
Kasi yung buhay ko dati, yung ako ay youth, I had so many vices. From drinking, smoking, gambling. Hindi ko nababanggitin yung iba, no? Hindi na ako umuwi ng bahay.
Marami nga, sir.
So, ganon. Close na tayo. Ganon na. So,
tatawa ako.
And I was jumping from one school to another. Nakakatawa nga yung last March in Baguio, I was invited by my school, alma mater. I came from a Chinese school called Jubilee. And I was there for 3 days. I was their speaker. And then the last night when I spoke, nandun lahat yung mga elders, mga ibang teachers ko before. Sabi ko, don't underestimate your students who are failing. If you recall, when I was in 4th year high school, I was 49 out of 52 in class. Muntik na akong mag-repeat. Pero yun ang importante, no, because I saw people who became my role models.
Tama yun.
Yan kasi yung problema ngayon wala tayong makitang heroes.
Nandito sila ngayon sa booth, sir. Nandito, marami po ngayon dito mga role models.
Right. Parang yan si Kuya Choi, no?
Okay.
And when you say role models, I was really surprised. I had a talk about that. Yung mga bata ang iniidolo, lalo na yung panahon na sikat yung noontime day shows. Nakapanood ako ng isang interview, sabi ng bata, ang gusto daw niya maging, paglaki niya, maging isang dancer sa isang noontime day show. Sa edad namin, yung kami, gusto namin maging astronaut, doktor, ganyan yung gusto na nila.
Ngayon, dancer na.
Yeah. Wala naman akong, it's nothing derogatory, no? Pero you get what I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
Kaya importante yung value sa kabataan. And eto tinuturo ko, no, na if they want to be successful. Again, I don't want to be religious, no, pero ito lang yung tinuro sa akin ng isang very successful businessman when I was 21 years old. Sabi niya, Jason, you want to be successful, you read the Bible. Sabi ko, what does the Bible have to do with success? Sabi niya, if you read the Bible, if you study it, did you know that there are 500 verses when it comes to faith? Less than 500 when it comes to prayer. But when it comes to money and possessions, there are more than 2,350 verses when it comes to money and possessions. Sabi pa nga niya, yung heaven and hell daw, less than 50 lang. Kasi God in His divine wisdom, He knows that we're not gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about money all the time.
Parang pinaghandaan na talaga.
Oo. Tsaka ito narinig ko naman from a different source. His name is Dave Ramsey. He is a radio host also. He hosts a radio show and he is a finance speaker. He's a guru in the States, finance. Sabi niya, if you want to have an MBA in finance. MBA, hindi NBA.
MBA.
Business, masteral in business. You read Proverbs every day because it was written by the richest and wisest man who ever lived.
Tama naman
King Solomon. Ang galing lang. Kasi, eto, practical may isa akong relative who owns a big distribution company. And he asked me, Jason, okay lang kaya co-sign? Co-sign, yung magpapa-sign siya para makautang sa bangko. Siya yung magagaranti sa uncle daw niya.
Mga ganyan.
Oo. Sabi ko, eto, basahin mo. Pinakita ko sa Bible. Nakalagay doon, if you co-sign, you are stupid.
Oh my God.
In some translations, So, ganun siya ka-practical. Even with money, with discipline, with success, it gives you a different definition of success.
Ibig sabihin, pwede mo talaga maging handbook din yung Bible.
Yeah, in a way. Yes.
In a way, di ba? Parang guide mo kung saan ka napapatungo ngayon. And kung wala kang makitang libro sa National Bookstore na fit sa iyong pinagdadaanan, hawakan mo yung Bible.
Correct.
Oo, di ba?
Ako, isang life verse na ginagamit ko yung sa Colossians, whatever you do, work as if you're working for the Lord and not for men. And it's funny because when I speak for companies, some of them would really tell me na ayaw nilang ng anything connected to the spiritual. I get that a lot. But in a way, we need that Hindi mo pwedeng tanggalin yung spiritual component dahil yun ang magbibigay sa atin ng meaning and purpose sa buhay.
Yun. So, si Sir Peter po. Sir Peter. Hi. Si Ma'am Jovian? Sofia! Okay. Ma'am Sofia. So, ayan. So, para sama-sama tayo dito nagdi-discuss. Magandang araw po sa inyo.
So, magandang hapon. Ako si Sofia from ICYD. So, gusto lang namin ulitin yung aming advokasya dito sa ICYD na kasi sometimes meron tayong parang dichotomy between formal and yung katulad dito mga alternative learning school. So, parang sinasabi natin na pag may ganung diskriminasyon lalo na sa mga kasi katulad nito onti lang yung may nakakaalam ng mga alternative learning system which is really a viable alternative para makapagtapos tayo ng high school. Sa alternative system nga lang ang pinakaiba niya ang target nito ay yung mga out-of-school youth. And lalo na dun sa mga iba na walang kakayanan na pumunta sa paaralan. Kasi yung iba, kahit meron tayong mga pampublikong paaralan, ito yung totoo, hindi pa rin natin, yung iba hindi makakapasok dahil walang pamasahe o walang pambaon. So, yung target nung ICYD ay yung mga out-of-school youth na talagang hirap o hindi makapasok sa formal school. So, it is a viable alternative na pag ang which the students will undergo for 10 months and then after 10 months magkakaroon ng basic equivalency test na itong test na ito kapag naipasa mo to magkakaroon ka ng high school diploma equivalent to the diploma formal schools are giving away dun sa mga estudyante nila. Yun, so very magandang advocacy siya kasi ako I'm a producer for a media company. So, I've been to many coverages and it inspired me to be a part of ICYD kasi nakita ko talaga, marami na akong ALS na programang na-cover actually. Parang, they have alternative learning systems mula sa mga nasa jail, mula dun sa even yung mga prostitutes, even yung mga entertainers. Also, meron din sila sa mga katutubo natin na nakatira sa mga malalayong lugar. So, maganda yung programa ng DepEd. Ito, ang target ng ICYD with partnership with JCI. Ang gusto naming matap ay yung mga youth na merong access sa internet kasi ngayon talaga we are the selfie generation sabi nga nila, 'di ba? So
minuto merong
correct,
post ganyan.
'di ba? Correct. So, pagkain na lang kailangan mong i-post. So tayo yung parang hindi tayo makasurvive without opening our Facebook pages, without opening sino
aminado.
Iba na daw ngayon
correct.
Bago kumain imbis na mag-pray, pinipicture yung pagkain.
Instagram.
Picture.
Meron nga ako share yung sa Baguio daw, parang yung taho vendor sabi niya, ate, bili po kayo ng taho na strawberry taho, pang Instagram po. So, ganun na kalupit yung
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, isang madaling tanong na lamang po sapagkat tayo medyo nauubusan na ng oras. Ano po yung gusto nyong iparating sa mga kabataan? Since nasa radyo po tayo, mas marami po ang pwedeng makapakinig sa atin na ano po yung yung project ninyo? So,
ang gusto lang namin iparating sa ICYD ay yung motto nga namin na talagang yung edukasyon, naniniwala kami na ito ay para sa lahat, hindi lamang ito isang pribilehiyo na naibibigay sa mga kumbaga mas nakaririwasa o mas nakakaangat sa lipunan natin. Pero ito ay isang karapatang pantao na kailangan ay pantay yung pagbibigay natin ng oportunidad sa lahat ng mga sektor ng lipunan, especially sa kabataan dahil yun nga, alam naman natin yung sinasabi ni Rizal na ang kabataan ay ang pag-asa ng bayan. So, through this, sana mas maraming kabataan yung makaalam. Our website is icyyd.net. And if you check it out, we have the modules there, and there are videos for Utak Henyo, which is also one of our advocacy campaigns, which means na you don't have to be, parang mataas ang IQ mo para matuto ng memorization techniques, ganyan. We believe that being a genius can be learned. And yun nga, yung sa programa ni Sir Peter na talagang posible itong matutunan. Walang tao na
pinanganak
bobo.
Na talagang magaling na talaga. Ganun. Wow, ikaw na.
Correct. It can be learned. So, yun lang. And also, tomorrow, meron International Peace Walk, correct, in Taguig University. That's at 3 p.m. So, hope you could join, especially with the ending of Zamboanga crisis today. It has been announced by the palace na today daw, on the 20th day, I guess. Tama po ba? 20th day ay the crisis is over. And kailangan nating batiin si Sir Peter bago matapos ang lahat.
Okay, dahil dyan, batian na lang din tayo ngayon.
Happy birthday, Sir Peter!
Ay, happy birthday to you!
Ano naman?
Happy birthday to you! Dahil dyan, alam na tayo pagkatapos ng programa. May pinakamalapit na shake is... Ay! Nagsabi!
Ay, sponsor na yan.
Okay, sponsor na yan. Okay, dyan. Sige, batian na po tayo, sir. Kung may babatiin na po kayo.
Promote ko lang yung website.
Sige po, okay po.
My website is www.jasonlaw.com. Jason is spelled Jayson. So, Jason Law.
Okay.
I also have a Facebook page. Yung website ko pala, it's about being unique by being yourself. I mean, being successful by being yourself in your own unique way.
Nice. Okay.
So, pwede naman tayo maging successful. You don't have to copy others. You just have to be ourselves.
Tama yan.
And my Twitter is Jason Law, and Facebook, Jason Law.
Okay, see. Ma'am Sofia, Sir Peter, attorney, bumati na po kayo.
Ayun lang, batiin lang namin yung mga other board members namin sa ICYD, sina Madam Rina, sina Ma'am Sarah. Ayun,
by the way, board member din ng JCI for Las Pasay.
So,
nakita nyo na yung connect niya.
Ayan.
And if I may also add, I just wanted to add final note.
Yes,
I'm not quite sure if Sir Peter already shared with you guys na actually, nag-initiate siya nito. It was his project in church niya sa province. And then, na-develop yung idea hanggang niya to here.
So, doon po pala nagsimula yun.
So, in essence, talagang, again, katulad ng sabi ni Sir Jason,
may values.
Nandun pa rin yung inspirational ng divine intervention.
Yes.
So, I guess, it goes without saying na everything we do, it's not actually just plan. It's not actually just human's plan. But yeah. But he has something to do about it. So,
yes. Okay.
So,
Sir Peter,
sana supportahan niyo po ang Utak Henyo program ng ICYD at ng JCI per Las Pasay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you po. Thank you, attorney. Sir Peter, kung may mga last.
Okay, sa last part.
Excited naman libre si Sir.
I would like to thank everyone for, especially our listener here.
Yes, sir.
Yung kay Sir Choi for inviting us, ICYD, JCI, and Department of Education. Thank you po sa lahat.
Okay.
And also kay Mr. Law.
Thank you din po, Sir Peter. Ito mga Dabarkads natin.
Ito mabilis. Binabati ko ang mga magulang ko ulit dyan na sobrang proud na naman sa akin. Araw-araw na lang sila proud. Ay, every Saturday pala. Yung binabati ko si Gladys, kaibigan ko sa College of Accountancy.
Speaking of proud, no, binabati ko si Tito Boy Abunda at saka yung foundation niya na Make Your Nanay Proud. Kaya tayo yung epitome ng mga nanay natin proud sa atin.
Si Miss Garb.
Okay. Thank you po sa lahat ulit ng katinig natin who are tuned in. And thank you again to all our guests today. Ang dami nating guests. Sana maulit ang pagbisita nyo sa amin dito.
Okay. Si Marie. Go.
Yes. Well, actually, may pro-promote po ako.
Okay.
I am actually from Bito Box Philippines. We are a Cajon company. We are a professional training and solution provider that specializes in Cajon.
Okay.
And aside from the workshops na ginagawa namin, we are opening our company to what we call the studentpreneur. So we are calling out to all students who wants to experience being, like a businessman or woman, or kung gusto man mag-start ng business, start with us.
Okay.
Start with us. We have a all you have to do is visit our website www.bitobox.com.ph and nandun na po yung mga forms na kailangan nilang isagutan.
Okay. Yan. Thank you, Marie. Ako din binabati ko ang tatay ko, nakararating lang dito galing sa Ibang Masans. Okay. Daddy, nandito na sa radyo, di ba? Okay, sir.
By the way, I'm Peter Barter of JCM Makati. Binabati ko lang yung kaibigan natin sa National Press Club, birthday niya si Tina Maralit. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday po. Happy birthday. Nanay ko ay nagdabiyahe na sila pabalik ng Quezon. So ayan, ingat po kayo at sana nakinig kayo ngayon sayang. Sir, okay. Ngayon, magpapaalam na po kami dito sa Voice of the Youth Radio. Maraming salamat po sa pagsama niyo sa amin sa isa hapon na namang makabuluhan na usapan. Uli po, this is Voice of the Youth Radio saying goodbye and God bless.
Siyempre, ito po ang inyong Voice Master, Pucholo Gonzales. Pero bago na tayo magpaalam, nais kong pakinggan natin itong speech ng aking anak na si Patrick Gabriel Gonzales. Siya nagsulat nito, Ang galing. So, with that, thank you very much. Until next week, God bless you all at mabuhay ang kabataang Pilipino.
My name is Patrick Gabriel Gonzales. And I'm the future president of the Philippines. I will inspire, inform, involve, and empower my fellow children. Because one day, I'm gonna lead the world. I'm gonna lead this country. If I'm the future leader of the Philippines, I still have hope for this country. And I believe that one day, this country will become better for every Filipino. Because right now, I'm doing my part to become a responsible citizen. May God bless the Philippines. I'm not just the future, but I'm also the present. I believe that I can do a lot for this country, even if I'm just a child. By the way, I'm just 8 years old. What I do to make this country proud of me is to study hard and follow my parents. My name is Patrick Gabriel, and I'm rapping. Yo, what's up, my man?
You have just listened to another inspiring, motivating, and empowering episode of Voice of the Youth Radio with the Voice Master himself, Mr. Pucholo Gonzales. Together with the Voice of the Youth Network and the Student Voice Artist Society. Like us on Facebook. That's facebook.com/VOTY Radio. That's VOTY Radio. Tune in again next Saturday, 3 p.m. at Radio Inquirer 990 AM. Visit www.voty.org.